Captain Mango Shaker. I'm ready to explode.
Hi, I'm Merrick Tomato.
What's good? I'm Chun Chun.
And yeah, that's right. I got the Chun Chun, the Chunster himself. Can I call you the Chunster?
Yeah, Chunster's better actually. I like that.
I got him back for normal Mindbreakers. That's right. He's not just back for the 300th episode. He's going to be a fairly recurring member.
I'm back from the dead, boys.
But Chun Chun had back in the day. I think you had the first.
I think I watched the first one.
And so it's only fitting you get the final installment of the trilogy. Not at all the final installment of the Puppet Master series. They're still doing those. There's Littlest Reich still, a Blade solo movie, and a Dr. Death solo movie.
The fuck?
I don't know, man.
A blade? Like you talking about the guy with the little hat?
Yeah, with the hook hand and the blade. Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
He's still around. He's the main character.
He's my favorite out of all the puppets.
My favorite probably would be Decapitron or Torch.
What was it? What was the one with the big hands and the pinhead? The pinhead, right?
Yeah, pinhead.
I love him too. He's cool.
He gets confusing in the horror conversations because there's also the fucking leader of the Cenobites.
You got a point there, actually. I forgot about that too, about pinhead.
You know what my biggest problem with Puppet Master has been for a while?
What?
You know the guy with the guy in the military uniform with the drill head?
Oh yeah, fucking.
They call him Tunneler.
Really?
Drill Sergeant is right the fuck there as a name.
That's a given. That's just a given right there. You know.
Call him Drill Sergeant. The other ones are puns, like fucking Six Shooter, the six-armed cowboy.
Wow, fucking cool. That sounds cool.
He is cool. But yeah, we're doing Puppet Master Access Termination.
Oh boy.
Because I gave this is a trilogy they made within the series, which is kind of a reboot of the. I don't understand.
It's a reboot.
It's a reboot. It happens after Toulon. It's after Puppet Master 3, but before Puppet Master 1, and it replaces Retro Puppet Master.
Huh?
This timeline is incomprehensible nonsense.
Dude, the last time I remember, this was like legit Nazi puppets.
They're fighting the Nazis. Well, they weren't Nazis. They fought Nazis.
The Nazis were coming towards the Puppet Master because they know that he has some weird magic, and they're like, "Hey, we want you in our team," but and they're not. The guy's like, "No, I don't want to do it," and they're like, "Okay, bang bang."
This is still that. This is back in the 40s.
Okay then. Okay.
There's one movie we skipped.
Huh?
It's called Puppet Master Legacy, and it's literally a clip show of the previous Puppet Master movies. We skipped that because
please tell me we're not gonna watch that.
No, we're not going to watch that.
Thank you.
We skipped it, and we skipped it for good.
Thank you.
But, I gave the first one of these, Puppet Master Axis Rising, to Gio. Yep. The second one, Puppet Master Axis of Evil, to Matt. So it only makes sense because of my weird twisted sense of humor to give back his Termination to the Chunster here.
Hell yeah, why not?
So this has a 3.8 out of 10.
What?
It's made in 2017.
You're gonna make me watch some shit?
Yeah, yeah. In 1942, a soldier in a special division of psychics working for the American military must use the help of Andre Toulon's puppets to infiltrate a secret Nazi headquarters and put an end to the evil experiments being conducted there.
Oh, God.
The second one was just nonsense.
First one was just like pure
the second of this trilogy was just nonsense and a very, very racist depiction of a Japanese man as a puppet called Kamikaze.
Kamikaze, yeah, I remember him. Oh my God! Man.
And the first one was basically, what if we do the first Captain America, the First Avenger, but puppets instead of? Because that's the thing, he's a guy who's like too skinny and shit to join the military.
But
so he does the puppets. So he gets the puppets from Toulon instead.
And then fucking does his bidding. Oh, great!
So yeah, it's Captain America, but shit.
Just what I like to hear. Just what I love to hear, man.
So let's dig right in to.
Let's jump into this shit.
Axis Termination. I hope we'll at least get to see some Nazis get killed by
please.
Because that at least is entertaining.
Somewhat.
No!
There are things our puppets can do that not even an army can.
You can control them?
Of course.
Convince me.
Kill her.
Captain Brooks.
Doctor, I have
Ivan Ivanov. Doctor of what exactly?
Don't be afraid, Eliza. He's a friend.
So, my little friend, we will finish our business.
I dreamed of cities in flames.
You dare challenge me, a dwarf!
I have never tried to control them, only to guide them.
Silence!
Fucking God.
Yep, indeed.
Why? This was a movie?
It doesn't conclude the trilogy it's the last episode of.
It's so fucking shit, dude.
Like,
Fuck.
we open with the two protagonists of of the last two movies.
Which I had no fucking clue.
The guy and the girl, not played by the same actors, I don't think.
I don't.
When they go to this, they're in LA, and then they get shot in LA, as you do, because that's what happens to most people in LA.
And it happens in fucking every 5 minutes.
They get shot by a Nazi, and the Nazi gets shot by a military dude.
Which, by the way, mind you, the Nazi he didn't look Nazi to me. He looks Colombian.
Yes. Son, you want to play with? You want to play rough? Oh, okay.
I
Hey,
showed it
play
to my
with
little friend, and bang bang, and shoots the dude once, and then he shoots the girl twice, and then fucking Punisher comes out of nowhere and shoots the guy in the back.
That guy looks a lot like John Bernthal. It's
fucking
weird.
straight to God, dude. He looks too much like that.
We get the opening, and then he's with he goes to the War Office, and there's this like little dude who's dressed like a stage magician.
Yeah, fucking.
And a secretary who's typing way too slowly to be a secretary.
Ooh, that fucking typing was ridiculous. Like, yo, that's sad. That's sad. How can you call that? How can you call yourself a secretary after typing fucking two fucking words in 5 minutes? You know what I mean?
And so he goes in to see the general, and the general's like, "You fucked up."
Done fucked up, son.
What do you mean I fucked up? Well, your job was to protect those two people, yeah, and they're dead.
And they're fucking deader than dead.
So it's your fault. So you're gonna babysit this psychic dwarf.
This little psychic man. This
and
Peter
he's the
Dinklage,
new puppet master.
Apparently.
Allegedly. And he has a daughter who has dreams of the future, and there's this witch with sex magic witch.
Oh my god, her. So dumb. I feel bad for her, man. Like, all she did was just show tits, and that's it. That's like the most she did.
Not even that impressive tits. They're very small. They're like A-cups.
They're like, not even. It's like a flat board and all that stuff. Like nothing.
There's something, but it's an A-cup.
It was a fucking piece of bread on top of on a chest.
And so we meet the Nazis, who,
Oh yeah, the Nazis. Oh, fucking Christ.
The tank, the chick with gun tits called Bombshell, and the werewolf called Wehrmacht.
Yes.
They go to a power plant and they blow it up with a satchel charge, and the doctor who's like, haha, you see, I used the puppets and I blew out this place, and there's this like high-ranking Nazi guy who's there with glasses, and he's like, yes, you used 3 puppets to blow up a power plant. We could have done the same, and just
with just one guy.
It was fun, man. But it could have gotten this done just as easily. And so there's a lady with syringe fingers,
which was the dumbest, honestly, look on him. Honestly, it's really fucking pointless. I wish, like you said before, to be like after fucking 50 minutes, it would have looked better if she had gloves on.
Yeah, if they were on a glove.
But no, it looked like
her fingers. Like
it looked
Freddy
like
Krueger.
they fucking they seared in the needles in her fingers, and she looks now like Scarecrow fucking wannabe.
But at least Scarecrow, they're on the glove.
They're on the glove though, but fuck. Or actually, no, you said they were trying to pull off a fucking.
Look kind of like. But in Freddy Krueger, like with hers, you have the full finger, and then from the fingertip, an articulated thing with the needle. For Freddy, it's finger, first knuckle joint syringe, so it looks better.
Yeah.
Because there's actually first, yeah, it's about
about
half the first knuckle joint, and then the
knuckle,
syringe.
about the
Like,
knuckle joint there.
Because these look like you. I know you shouldn't think too hard, but you look at this hand like, how the fuck do you wipe?
No, every time. How the fuck do you like grab shit?
And with Freddy's like syringe hands in part 3, it's like, yeah, this is one kill, and he's altering reality.
Well, that's the thing. That's his thing.
He's also a ghost.
That too.
So whatever.
Vengeful ghost.
But then when you look with the big thing stuck to the hand, like a lot of 90s comic characters have this going, like Carnage.
Oh yeah, dude.
But at least he can reel it in. But like Lady Deathstrike,
Lady
you look at those like, what the fuck?
How do you do that?
How do you live?
Well, honestly,
And she's a robot.
She's a robot, Lady Deathstrike, and also this. You know one thing I didn't notice?
What?
That chick didn't die.
No.
She somehow's alive
Yeah.
somewhere.
Morbius has those big hands too in some comics.
Morbius has big hands too?
Big claw hands, yeah.
I didn't know. Well, I don't pay attention to Morbius too much, honestly.
Well, I mainly know him from his own series, not from the Spider-Man books.
Ah, okay, that's fine.
He had him in the 90s a lot.
Okay. In the 90s, that's a different story, man.
Well, a lot of characters in the 90s had those big claws.
Giant fucking claws.
For some reason, Black Tom got weird cyborg hands.
Tom?
The Black Tom. He's Banshee's brother who can conduct energy through wood.
The fuck?
There's a lot of weird ass Marvel characters, man.
Dude, that's an understatement right there, dude. Like that's just messed up. Fucking Christ.
He likes to work with the Juggernaut, actually.
I'm a Juggernaut, bitch.
They're buddies.
I mean,
They hang out. And they do crimes together.
they do crime. They be gay. Anyways, back to this fucking crappy movie. After they assigned the fucking general assigned Little Man and Tall Punisher guy to become team members, as Merrick said, they introduced the crack team. There's like this witch lady. What was she trying to be? A fucking Haitian witch lady.
Yeah, two kudos I have to give this movie.
What?
One, they still haven't gone CGI with the puppets. That's commendable. And two, they don't make the one black character voodoo.
Yeah. That is true. Kudos to them for not actually going to that level of fucking genericness. Because I swear to God, like after her speaking Haitian, I was like, okay, listen.
Like, I mean, she doesn't speak Creole, but she talk like this.
Like what's that fortune teller that we know?
Tia Dalma.
Yeah, there you go.
Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
Yeah, there you go.
He carve out him heart.
God is out there. And then after
She's in the MCU, sort of.
Kinda.
Yeah, no, Naomi Harris, who played her, plays a Shriek.
Yes.
In Let There Be Carnage.
Yes, that's true.
Which was mildly better than the first Venom, because at least Red Goo Monster and Black Goo Monster are easier to tell apart than Black Goo Monster and Dark Gray Goo Monster.
Gray Goo Monster.
But still, it was not a great movie.
It was still a movie, okay, Merrick?
Anyways. I mean, at least you like the Venom movie, so you don't get to complain about Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you have a good one. I still have two shit.
You still have two shit ones with fucking Cage.
It's like Geo doesn't get to bitch.
Yeah, he has 3 already coming up.
Because he has he doesn't get to bitch about X-Men Origins Wolverine anymore.
No, not after.
My favorite X-Men movie.
Oh, his best one.
No, it's no joke. It is my absolute favorite X-Men movie. No, you know why?
Why?
Sabretooth is amazing. It's the plot of Commando, but with Wolverine.
True.
And Gambit. My favorite X-Men.
Hey, he's in there. Forgot. Yeah, listen, man. I tend to forget some things in that movie.
Well, it's a good movie. And Joe's like, that's not a good movie. It sucks. Well, name one bad thing about it that isn't Weapon 11. That isn't Deadpool. It's not a good movie.
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't have any good. Well, he's just mad that fucking the merc without a mouth is there. You know what I mean?
I mean, given how
and he has heat ray vision and fucking like Baraka fucking swords coming out of his arms.
I mean, if they had just called him Weapon 11, there would be no problem. How I would have fixed the movie is I would have, instead of having it be the blade arms and laser eyes, I would have had have the final boss be Omega Red.
Actually, that would work.
Just get Dolph Lundgren, put the coils in his arms, and go.
I mean, dude, that would work so much better, actually, fuck. But no. Let's be fucking honest, but no.
No.
You can't have all these nice things, Mayor. Because...
Well, I would have had Ghost Rider introduced in Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, I would have, in Infinity War, I would have just casually introduced the Fantastic Four and the X-Men and Ghost Rider and Blade into the MCU by just having them run out of one of the portals at the end.
But wait, guess what? In the third Deadpool movie, they're actually going to show Blade and some other characters in action.
Because Blade's getting his own movie.
Exactly.
Well, he had one of the first MCU movies.
He had the first staple of the movie out there, but now
he did not have the first cinematically released Marvel movie, though.
Okay, no, granted, no. I forgot about the 70s and the 80s.
No, those aren't cinematically released. Those are made for TV. Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Captain America, Hulk, those are made for TV.
Okay.
You know what the first cinematically released Marvel movie was?
What?
Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck.
I can't believe I forgot about that. I actually saw that as a kid too.
Same. I like it.
It was fun.
It's fine. It's better. I've seen worse by George Lucas. Phantom Menace.
Let's not go there. Anyway,
so you can really. So there's not a lot that happens in this movie. It's very boring. But you can tell, like when you watching the first Guardians of the Galaxy at the end credits scene, you could tell what type of Marvel fan, because there are two reactions to Howard the Duck, and that was either "fuck yeah, it's Howard the Duck," or "what the fuck is going on?"
I mean, in all honesty, there's already a lot of that. Okay.
Cosmic Ghost Rider, Howard the Duck was the Juggernaut. It's called the Juggerduck.
Right, that was also a thing. By the way, if people are wondering, yes, the movie was so damn fucking lame and boring that we're just legit talking about something far more interesting than this movie.
I just showed him a bunch of my Ghost Rider variants.
Yeah, that was cool. During the whole fucking movie, where he was like, "Hey, look at this Ghost Rider," I was like, "Yeah, you know what?" And then we just let the movie play in the background because they're just long talks about Germany being Germany.
So it's like the Nazis are doing the Nazi thing. There's a lot of psychics and like mind powers and shit. And the puppets just look at things.
They just move their heads, dude.
6-shooter gets killed. Pinhead gets killed but brought back.
Somehow.
Blade replaces his hook hand with a needle which
soul needle piercing.
I don't know what it does, because just like, by the way, we have to acknowledge this with Chick's needle hands.
Oh, yeah.
There's no plunger.
Yeah.
There's no way to get the fluid out of the needles.
It's just jab somebody.
That's why them being on your fingers doesn't work, because it's just pointy stabbing. That shit doesn't get out. Like, at least fucking Scarecrow's needle glove hand, it had tubes going to a thing, so presumably that pushes the stuff out once
it comes into your system. You know what I mean? But then after. Fucking, not only that, there's just been stupid, pointless deaths that we've been kind of counting, and okay, we really wanted to see the death puppet, but when the puppet starts killing, it was so bad, it was so lame.
Also, the first Access Rising gave us one new puppet, and that was Ninja. He was a ninja puppet.
What?
He's gone, by the way.
There was a ninja puppet?
He's a ninja puppet. He threw shurikens.
When? Where? In this movie?
In the first one.
Okay.
Second one gave us as new puppets the bombshell, the tank, and the werewolf.
Yeah.
This gave us no new puppets. This is the first Puppet Master movie ever to have no new puppets.
Nothing.
Which
is fucking pretty dumb, honestly.
We find out that the doctor the leech. They fight the Nazis again. Leech Woman drops a leech on Nazi guy's eye. He electrocutes the leech and burns out his own eye.
Okay, that was Okay, so Merrick freaking pointed out something really fucking heavily, alright? So when he was doing his big, mean German general dialogue because he had everybody in a fucking heart attack position.
Yeah, because he has psychic powers.
Apparently. Some fucking how, even though we were introduced him, he did not even show that he had psychic power. So he's like, "Oh, I'm going to torture you all." And then this one soldier that came in to give information brief gets killed by the German doctor. And he starts laughing like a maniac. And then he looks up. And then Leech Girl, fucking legendary Leech Girl.
Woman drops a leech on his eye.
Which, by the way, this fucker's wearing glasses.
Yep.
Thick glasses, mind you, okay? Fucking
Coke bottles.
Coke bottles, exactly. fucking the dude gets a fat leech lodged into his left eye. And again, he broke a fucking live wire that's probably 500 volts, jams it into his left eye, and he's still alive.
A salt shaker would have been much more effective in this case, frankly.
Like seriously,
Just it goes and it falls off.
yeah, but he was in like a basement. There was no salt shakers there. I mean, yeah. I mean, I get your point. I mean, well, I don't know. So stupid that part. But anyways, so they kidnapped the dwarf's daughter that could see in the future, and I don't know, try to fucking implement them in the team because
a few people get killed by the werewolf puppet, which confuses me. Because if they get bitten by the werewolf puppet, they also become werewolf puppets.
Right? Maybe Nazi werewolves. I'm not sure, Merrick.
I don't know if you can spread Nazism through a bite.
I mean, maybe.
Nazism tends to be more spread through conservative YouTube channels.
Very true, actually. I would point back there.
Like the Shapiro and the Joe Rogan.
The Joe Rogan.
No, not maybe Joe Rogan.
Not too much,
What's
actually.
Alex Jones?
Alex Jones. Joe Rogan's all about fucking taking ayahuasca and fucking meeting intergalactic alien lords and saying hi. You know what I mean?
I think there was this about dead philosophers being in the ocean. Who was talking with some I think Neil deGrasse Tyson.
The fuck?
And it's like so Socrates is out there, and this guy, yeah, and this guy, yeah, and Plato, no. It's just
No, that's
it's like not what fuck Plato in particular.
Why Plato?
I don't know.
Like what? The fucking toy Plato? You mean like the fucking
Plato? No, this philosopher Plato. Plato.
Okay. Fucking weird, alright. And then after fucking lots more stupid bullshit happens, and finally
we find out that the doctor is I think she's supposed to be a reincarnation of Sutek.
I think.
Like Sutek inhabiting a physical form.
No, but I think what it was just essentially like she died many times because she was a powerful
weird
witch.
flex. It's like I've died so many times.
Yeah, okay.
Great, well done.
Great, you suck at fucking living and not knowing how to control your life. Congratulations, lady. Can you fucking get to the point where you die?
But then she gets killed by and then the midget makes the puppets.
Yeah.
Because you having trouble controlling the puppets. I've never tried to control them, merely guide them.
And then fucking, she's like, I don't need them because they're puppets. Puppets are like all made out of wood,
and steel,
metal, steel, and flesh.
That's except for this one that I'm specifically looking at the cameras on, who clearly has fur involved.
Oh yeah, a lot of fur.
He's a werewolf.
And then she's like, after I'm done with it, I throw them out and I shoot them, I burn them and all that. Blah blah blah, and then you control them. Like Merrick said, I don't control them. I merely try to guide them. And then the American kills. The American punches out the.
By the way, the American who spends the whole movie in a black T-shirt. And
oh my god,
just looking like a regular dude.
Looks so out of place in 1940 or 1942, bro. Like he legit looks like he's from the 2015s with his black T-shirt, navy blue fucking pants, and a belt that's definitely not made in fucking.
And the fact that he looks like John Bernthal.
Oh yeah, dude, that's ridiculous. And it's like every time you see these characters, some of them do kind of look like they are dressed for 1942. You know, some of them do kind of. And then there's this motherfucker just flat out like, yeah, I come from fucking 2007. I don't want to wear it. I can guarantee you, like I told Merrick, I can guarantee you this guy was a total prick, and he's like, no, I'm not wearing that the entire movie. And then he's like, well, then fuck it, I guess, you know?
It's Puppet Master 10. Who's going to watch it?
Who's going to watch this shit? You know? Like, fuck it. These are more for tax evasions and shit. But anyways. So then we get to that part where they're fighting. Fucking Dolph Lundgren, Punisher Dolph Lundgren shoots fucking all the Nazis with fucking
I wish
blade.
Punisher Dolph Lundgren was in this movie.
I know. I know. It'd be awesome, actually. But, yeah.
And then it ends on like a weird cliffhanger, even though this is the end of this trilogy. None of this is going to come back. Next time we see the puppets as Puppet Master of the Littlest Reich, and they are Nazis now. Just an insult to the whole franchise. They are just Nazis now.
Great. That's what I like to see here.
I'm not a fan of the franchise, but I don't like the characters who kill Nazis to just be Nazis now.
At the end of the day. They were legit heroes.
Yeah.
The fucking puppets. They were American heroes.
G.I. Joe.
Pretty much. They were fucking. And I was expecting a fucking puppet fight. You know, like Blade versus the werewolf.
Yeah, the
or
puppets
Pinhead
never. The puppets never
fighting
meet.
fucking what's it called again? Fucking tank, Panzer tank man, or fucking Leech Lady versus fucking Bombshell. That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah, but the puppets never. We got all that in the second one. These puppets never even meet, let alone fight.
Let alone fight.
Bad. It's terrible.
Oh shit. I'm just glad it's fucking over. I fucking kept asking Merrick how many minutes we have left. And then he fucking puts the timer. It's like, we're fucking only 30 minutes in. And then he's like, no, hang on.
Only 30 minutes left.
Only 30 minutes left. Like, oh my god.
Oh, thank God.
Oh Lord. Thank you, God. Because I swear to God, I couldn't. I was legit this close on. I was like 2 minutes away of walking out and saying, you know, I'm done. I'm done. Because I've never walked. I don't think I've walked out in a movie yet except for Titanic 2. Oh, that's a spoiler.
You didn't watch Titanic 2.
No, I didn't.
That, Matt. You did walk out of Return of the King.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
But it was your birthday.
That was my birthday. It was my birthday and it was reasonable, but it's like, no, I'm not doing that shit. Thank you. I remember that now. Fucking.
So yeah, this movie was not good. I think you've gathered that by now from what we've said.
Exactly.
Next week, next Friday, we got a slasher movie.
Oh, look at that.
About meat, I believe. Let me just double check. Meat.
And who's gonna get that? Uncomfortable movie of meat.
You'll see. So until then, I'm American Tomato.
Chun Chun.
And ciao.
Bye.
Chun ciao.
Chun ciao.
Yes, but.